Hi everyone. Hello. I am Diana, and if you don't know me, I am a solo artist, and I use the creative arts to talk about mental health. So I wanted to bring you this quick exercise that I've learned that hopefully will give you a tool to process some of the feelings that are coming up during this unprecedented time. It's a time where things are quite different than they were only a month ago. So I'm sure that there are some changes in your world. So this is just a quick exercise I learned on depression and anxiety. I hope that it serves you, and I'm doing it every day at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so I invite you to do it with me, and do it on your own. You can do it with family members and friends, or you can also do it with children, you can do it with loved ones. Sometimes I'll just do this throughout the day too, if something comes my way that I don't really know how to process or deal with. I'll just grab a quick pen and do this exercise. So what it is you're just gonna need a piece of paper, and you're gonna want some coloring utensils. Really anything goes. You can use just a pen if that works for you. It doesn't have to be color. I find that for me, I really enjoy different colors and what sensations and I notice, what feelings I notice when I look at them. So I do like color. So you're going to just take your paper, and we want to check in with ourselves and just see what you notice. You want to notice if you want to do a body scan, you can. You can notice if you're holding any tension in certain parts of your body, if there are parts that feel light, if there are parts that feel heavy. So it's all about just noticing what you're thinking and feeling in this moment. It can be just information in the form of energy in the body. Oftentimes there are feelings that are there that I might notice, but I don't really know how to articulate those. So I'll just notice like, oh, I'm holding tension in my mouth. Okay, that's something. The more that we can tap into what we're noticing about ourselves and our thinking and feeling, the more we can start to put language to it, and that helps the mind process sometimes things that are big and overwhelming. So when you have noticed that, what we're going to do is draw our thoughts and emotions as if they're weather. So is it sunny in your inner world? There might be tornadoes. There might be tornadoes and rainbows. You might be having a really great time with your family, but there might be other factors that are causing quote unquote tornadoes in your world. That said, your tornadoes also might be made of cotton candy. Your tornadoes might be made of tires. You can really draw whatever you want. You are the one who makes all the rules in this weather world. That's part of the fun. And just put a piece of color to the paper, and you can also just see what comes out. I often find that I will surprise myself, and I didn't know that some of those feelings were under whatever face I present to the world. So let's draw. We want our coloring utensils and our paper. And I found that the quickest you can do this, if you do it in a minute, great. It does not have to be good. It does not have to be quote unquote art, because my belief, and I share this with The Artist's Way, Julia Cameron, who wrote that. It's a great book. Check it out. Everyone's an artist, and we all have creative outlets. I've found that creativity for me has allowed me throughout my life to process really big things that were happening. So I hope this serves you. Let's draw. So we're going to take our piece of paper and our utensils and just check in with ourselves. And you take a deep breath and just notice. Just notice whatever is happening in this and how we can get it onto this. Hello, thank you for joining me. If you're just joining, what we're doing is we're just taking some paper and some coloring utensils, and we are just drawing our thoughts and feelings right now in this moment as a snapshot, as if it's weather. So just quickly notice whatever's going on in your inner world, and then just start drawing. Just take a minute. Yeah. Okay. Okay. If you want to take a little bit more time, then take as long as you can in whatever you're juggling right now. I know people are juggling so much. And take as long as you want. And also, if you end up finishing your picture that we just did, you can add things to it later in the day too. If you find that there was something that you didn't quite know how to fill that space, or if you don't want to fill that space on the page, you don't have to also. I will also do multiple little sketches throughout the day too. So that's an option for you as well. And you can always join me here at 11 every day if you just want to create together. So this is what I drew. And to be quite honest, oftentimes when I do these, I don't necessarily have the actual words to express the feelings. And that's okay, because honestly, our mind can categorize with, of course, words saying I'm frustrated, I am happy, I am joyful. Those are great. But also I've found that for me, if I have shapes, sometimes the shapes can articulate the complexity of that exact emotion as well. So for me, I just picked a color, and I was surprised that I looked at my color palette and I was like, ugh, I don't want any of these. I picked a red and a purple, and I just started this motion upward. Now, if you joined me the other day, the motion upward was a similar shape, and it was actually in yellow, and that had symbolized a sun. Today, it is in red. So for me, that has a little more of the same qualities of that shape the other day. However, it is a lot more aggressive, it's a lot more searing, and it's going upward and out as if it's like bursting. I drew at the bottom though this wave type shape. So in essence, this geyser type thing is going up and out, right? But I then also drew clouds. Now these clouds, if you can see them, they're not, with clouds, it's kind of interesting. You can draw them as heavy, you can draw them as a different color, you can draw them as so many different things. Clouds are not just one thing and mean one thing on a picture. So for me, the clouds, yes, they're gray, but they're more fog-like. I find that especially in this atmosphere, and I do have PTSD from various life, and so I do sometimes battle fog. That is just a natural reaction to oftentimes our minds dealing with trauma. So that is something that I have to always notice within myself. And I'm finding that I do have a fog, but within it, my clouds, I really like how they're deconstructed. And this to me also really speaks to the fact that there's so much happening right now. And oftentimes the motion, just like with clouds, is back and forward and back, and I don't know what to do, and this and that, and it's just, There doesn't seem to be one answer right now. And I know that there are many answers and there are a lot of people doing amazing work, but I would be surprised if this is not a collective experience on many different levels, of course. Some people have much more compounded clouds going different ways than others. So I have collective clouds that are deconstructed. And once I drew these clouds, I really, I had like a warm place in my heart for them. I was like, oh, okay. The clouds go every which way. The clouds are soft in reality, not just in my picture. So this gives me peace that, you know, sometimes weather is like that, and then some days there's no clouds. So, okay. Then I drew a soft sun. In the corner, I have two suns. I have one in the bottom and one in the top. This for me, just now as I'm talking to you in this moment, these are suns, and they are light, but they also symbolize, for me, the theater. That for me was always my place that always really brought a lot of joy to me. So the arts are something that are great for working through a lot of what we've done. I know we've been through in our lives. Storytelling throughout history has gotten us through really hard times. So my hopes and prayers are that the theaters, the sports, all of those things can open, and we can go back to also having some outlets for this. Okay, so that is what I am doing. And if you want, you can join me at 11 a.m. every day. I also will show you this cat to give you a little bit of joy if that's something you need in your life. I know I do. I really enjoy seeing it every day. And yeah, take care of yourself. Your mental health matters. And just like weather, sometimes there's clouds, but the sun does come out even if we don't see it. And this is a temporary situation. This is temporary, and we're going to get through this. So have a good day. Please draw your art. And yeah, take care of yourself and your loved ones. All right, see you soon. Bye.